Have you ever wished for something with all your might, only to find yourself stuck in the same place, with no sign of your dreams materializing? Many say that the law of attraction is the key to unlocking a universe of possibilities, but why does it seem to fail just when we need it most? Before dismissing it as a big lie, let's delve into the depths of this universal mystery and discover not only how it really works, but also why sometimes it seems to slip through our fingers. The law of attraction is a powerful principle, suggesting that we can attract into our lives whatever we focus on. However, many times it seems like just a lie made up by gurus. In this video, I will explain to you why it doesn't work for you the way you want it to, and how to change that. Many of us live day after day, underestimating the extraordinary power that resides in our thoughts and words. The truth is, the law of attraction is not a tool we choose to use at specific moments. It's much more complex than that. It's always active, shaping our reality at every moment. With every thought and every word we utter, we are, consciously or unconsciously, manifesting things in our lives. The big challenge is that most of this manifestation occurs at a subconscious level. Our habitual thought patterns and deeply ingrained beliefs operate behind the scenes, attracting circumstances and events that match those mental and emotional frequencies. Without realizing it, we may be constantly manifesting a reality that doesn't reflect our conscious desires, simply because we're not attentive to the nature of our daily thoughts and words. The first step to changing this dynamic is to become fully aware of our thoughts and words. This requires a constant exercise of observation and reflection, questioning the origin of our beliefs and the impact of our internal dialogue. In the universe of the law of attraction, the power of our thoughts does not discriminate between positive and negative. This means that, consciously or unconsciously, we attract into our lives exactly what we focus on, regardless of whether it's something we want or hope to avoid. This duality between positive and negative manifestation illustrates a fundamental truth. The universe responds to the vibration of our thoughts and not to the intention behind them. The universe, in its infinite neutrality, does not interpret the desires of the heart or the intentions underlying our thoughts. It simply responds to the energy we emit. If we spend a significant amount of time worrying about what we don't want, we are sending an invitation for those unwanted circumstances to manifest in our reality. The human mind is conditioned to identify and react to danger, an evolutionary inheritance that keeps us alert to risks. This predisposition to negative focus can easily turn into thought patterns that perpetuate states of anxiety, fear, and pessimism. When these negative states dominate our consciousness, they become the signal we send to the universe, attracting more of the same. Furthermore, society often reinforces this negative tendency, with media and social interactions focusing on problems, disasters, and conflicts, which can influence our internal dialogue and, consequently, our manifested reality. The key to reversing this tendency and beginning to manifest positively is consciously redirecting our focus to what we wish to experience. This involves a deliberate practice of gratitude, positive visualization, and affirmations that reflect our highest aspirations. Celebrating small successes and moments of joy in everyday life can help reprogram our minds to recognize and attract more positive experiences. By cultivating an emotional state of optimism and hope, we modify our vibrational frequency, which in turn influences the type of reality we attract. Unfortunately, manifesting negative events and circumstances occurs more easily compared to manifesting positive experiences. This tendency is not a coincidence, but rather the result of a complex network of conditioning that has programmed us to lean our thoughts and emotions towards negativity. But why exactly is it easier to fall into this trap of negativity? Since childhood, we are bombarded with messages that emphasize fear, caution, and danger. Whether it's parental warnings, stories in the media, or even lessons in school, many aspects of our education and socialization tend to highlight the negative. This constant focus on what could go wrong primes our brains to anticipate and therefore manifest negative outcomes. The human brain, with its predisposition for negativity, reinforces these patterns, making negative manifestation an almost automatic response to uncertainty and fear. Over time, the repetition of these negative messages and the observation of their manifestations in concrete reality reinforce the belief that negative thinking is a normal or realistic way to view the world. This creates a vicious cycle where the expectation of negative results leads to their manifestation, which, in turn, reinforces the tendency towards negative thinking. Furthermore, in many social and professional circles, skepticism and pessimism are seen as signs of intelligence or sophistication, which may discourage a more optimistic or hopeful view of life. The ease with which we manifest negativity in our lives is a reflection of the deep conditioning to which we have been subjected. However, by recognizing and understanding this predisposition, we have the power to alter it. On the other hand, manifesting positive things and achieving our goals may seem like daunting tasks, often more challenging than falling into the usual patterns of negativity. The reason for this difficulty is not lack of desire or effort, but a subtle yet powerful internal barrier that we all face, the voice of doubt. Within each of us there is a voice that whispers words of uncertainty and negativity, just like in cartoons when the angel and the devil appear on the character's shoulder when they need to make a decision. When we desire something grandiose, like earning $100,000, this internal voice quickly emerges to question our ability. That's impossible. Where will you get $100,000 from if you're broke? These doubts, planted by our own minds, sabotage our confidence and weaken our ability to manifest positively. This voice is the product of years of social conditioning, past experiences, and the fear of failure. It operates in the subconscious, influencing our beliefs about what is possible for us and shaping our reality accordingly. The law of attraction is governed by certainty and focus. When our thoughts and emotions are divided by doubt, the signal we send to the universe is confusing. Instead of emitting a clear vibration of confidence and positive expectation, our vibrations become mixed with fear, uncertainty, and negativity. This interference destroys our ability to attract what we desire. Doubt not only demotivates us, but also distorts the vibrational frequency that is essential to activate the law of attraction in our favor. Positive manifestation and achieving goals are fully possible when we learn to manage and overcome the voice of doubt in our heads. The root of many of our doubts and tendencies towards negativity dates back to our childhood, a critical period when we are like sponges, absorbing the beliefs, attitudes, and thought patterns of the environment and people around us. This formative phase plays a significant role in shaping our reality and who we become as adults. During childhood, we are exposed to a variety of influences that begin to shape our perception of the world. Parents, teachers, and the media often inadvertently instill in us a predisposition to skepticism and negativity. Phrases like "be realistic" or "don't dream too big" are examples of how we are conditioned to limit our expectations and views of what is possible. These thought patterns are reinforced by experiences of failure or rejection, which, while normal parts of growth, can be negatively internalized without adequate support to understand and process them constructively. Over time, this initial programming becomes so ingrained in our way of thinking that negativity and skepticism come to be seen as normal or realistic approaches to life. This normalization creates an invisible barrier that limits our ability to dream big and pursue goals that may seem out of reach. Skepticism, while it can be a useful tool for critical analysis, when overblown, becomes a hindrance to innovation, positive change, and openness to new possibilities. Recognizing that our childhood conditioning influences our current thought patterns is the first step to change. This awareness allows us to actively question the limiting beliefs we have adopted and begin the process of mental reprogramming. Techniques such as therapy, meditation, positive affirmations, and creative visualization can be extremely effective in dismantling these ingrained beliefs and replacing them with a more open and optimistic mindset. Additionally, engaging in new experiences and challenges can help build confidence and resilience, showing that it is possible to transcend previously perceived limits. The impact of our childhood conditioning on our beliefs and adult behaviors is profound, but not immutable. By confronting these early programming and consciously engaging in the reprogramming of our mindset, we can unleash the potential for a richer and more satisfying reality. Another major reason why the law of attraction does not work for most people is that they expect their desire to fall from the sky, like magic. Your desire won't fall from the sky unless you want pigeon poop. This is a common misconception about the law of attraction. The belief that simply visualizing intensely what we desire and then just waiting for the universe to deliver our dreams on a silver platter. However, this superficial understanding omits a crucial component for effective manifestation: action. The truth is that the law of attraction operates in synergy with the law of action. Without this dynamic partnership, our deepest desires may remain only in the realm of imagination. Imagining oneself winning $100,000 without developing an action plan or making choices aligned with that goal is like expecting God to come personally and hand you a briefcase full of money. For everything, active engagement and concrete steps towards what one wishes to achieve are necessary. The law of action suggests that for every intention or desire, there must be a corresponding movement in the physical world. Whether it's a small step, like researching a topic of interest, or a more significant action, like starting a business or investing in education, each action moves us closer to our goals. These actions are often accompanied by opportunities that, although they may seem subtle or insignificant at first glance, are actually the pathways through which our desires begin to materialize. Being open and attentive to these opportunities is essential to capitalize on what the universe has to offer. The true power of the law of attraction is unlocked when our thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony. Dreaming of achieving a goal without taking concrete steps is like sowing a field without watering it. The fruits of our desires cannot grow in neglected soil. Committing to consistent actions that reflect our intentions signals to the universe our seriousness and willingness to receive what we ask for. It is this combination of fervent desire and determined action that creates a magnetic field to attract tangible results. The law of attraction is not a blank check from the universe that exempts us from the responsibility to act. On the contrary, it invites us to be active co-creators of our reality. By understanding that nothing falls from the sky without our direct participation, we recognize our essential role in the manifestation process. There is an ancient parable, often retold, that accurately illustrates the importance of aligning action with desire. This is the story of the drowning man, a narrative that teaches us about recognizing and seizing the opportunities life presents us with. Once, there was a very devout man who lived in a small house by the river. One day, heavy rains fell for hours on end, causing the river to overflow and flood the entire region. As the waters rose rapidly, the man climbed onto the roof of his house, confident that God would save him. While he was on the roof, a neighbor paddled by in a small boat and shouted to the man, "Come, get in the boat. I'll take you to safety." But the man with great faith replied, "No, thank you. God will save me." And so he refused the help, letting the boat go on its way. The waters continued to rise, and a little later a rescue team appeared in a larger boat. They approached the man and offered help, saying, "Get on board, quickly, there's no time to lose." Once again the man refused, saying, "God will save me, I have faith." And again, the boat drifted away. Finally, when the waters were almost covering the roof, a rescue helicopter flew over the house, lowering a ladder to the man. The rescuer shouted, "Grab the ladder, it's your last chance." But once again the man refused, shouting back, "I don't need your help, God will save me." Unfortunately, the waters rose even higher, and the man drowned. Upon reaching heaven, he was perplexed and asked, "God, I had so much faith in you, why didn't you save me?" God replied, "My child, I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter. What more did you want?" There are several versions of this parable, but they all carry the same message. This parable resonates deeply with the discussion about the law of attraction and the need for action. The drowning man expected a blatant divine intervention while ignoring the salvation opportunities that presented themselves before him. Similarly, we often wait for spectacular manifestations of our desires, ignoring the boats, that is, the subtle opportunities, that the universe puts in our path. The parable teaches us the importance of being attentive and open to the various ways that help and opportunities can arise. The miracle we long for may not come in the expected form. Instead, it may reveal itself through chance encounters, sudden insights, or even challenges that propel us to grow. Understanding that action is an essential part of manifestation means recognizing and seizing those boats when they appear, trusting that every step taken towards our goal is a vital component of the realization process. The story of the drowning man is more than just a parable. It is a powerful reminder that the manifestation of our desires requires more than just passive hope. It requires us to be prepared to act, identify, and seize the opportunities that arise no matter how unexpected they may seem. As I mentioned earlier in this video, within each of us there is a persistent voice that whispers words of doubt, fear, and negativity. This internal voice can be one of the biggest obstacles to using the law of attraction effectively, sabotaging our attempts to manifest a more positive reality. However, there is a powerful strategy for taming this critical voice: naming it and treating it as if it were another person. Naming your negative voice is a way to personify it, making it less a part of you and more of an other that you can control and challenge. This process of externalization helps create emotional distance between you and the negative thoughts, making it easier to identify and combat these influences when they arise. Once you have named this voice, the next step is to learn to silence it. This can be done through consciously recognizing when it is speaking and then decisively telling it to shut up. For example, if this voice whispers in your mind something like, "I think this will go wrong," you respond to it, "Shut up, Sharon, you have no power over me." This act of rejection is not only symbolic but a practice of reaffirming your power over your own mental state. When the negative voice arises with doubts or criticisms, counter it with evidence of your past achievements and positive qualities. Remember moments when you overcame adversities or achieved goals, reinforcing your self-confidence. Replace the negative whispers with positive affirmations that reinforce your ability to achieve your dreams and desires. Repeat these affirmations daily to reprogram your internal dialogue. Mindfulness practices and meditation can help calm the mind and reduce the influence of the negative voice. Breath-focused meditation, for example, can be an effective tool for centering oneself in the present moment and warding off intrusive thoughts. Silencing the internal negative voice is a crucial step to unleash the full potential of the law of attraction in your life. By learning to identify, name, and challenge this voice, you can begin to transform your internal dialogue from an inner critic into an ally, making room for positivity, confidence, and effective manifestation of your deepest desires. Remember, you have control over your thoughts and, by extension, over the reality you wish to create. One of the most effective strategies to strengthen your ability to use the law of attraction and achieve your dreams is to surround yourself with people who have already achieved or are actively seeking to achieve goals similar to yours. This principle is based on the idea that the environment and community around us have a profound impact on our mindset, beliefs, and by extension, our ability to manifest our desires. Being in contact with individuals who share similar aspirations or who have already achieved what you aspire to can be incredibly inspiring. Seeing the success of others offers tangible proof that your goals are achievable, which can significantly increase your faith in the possibility of realizing them. Additionally, these people can offer valuable advice, share strategies that worked for them, and even warn about potential pitfalls, saving your time and energy in the manifestation process. Following people who are on the path to success, whether personally or through social networks, creates an environment that nurtures optimism and hope. Seeing real stories of overcoming and achievement helps silence the internal voice of doubt and negativity, reinforcing belief in your own abilities and in the power of the law of attraction. This continuous exposure to positive examples acts as an antidote to skepticism and discouragement, keeping you motivated and focused on your goals, even in the face of challenges. The search for people who share your dreams and ambitions doesn't have to be limited to physical space. Social networks and online forums offer a vast network of communities and groups dedicated to virtually any goal or interest. Participating actively in these communities, whether by sharing your experiences, celebrating others' achievements, or seeking support, can strengthen your commitment to your goals and expand your network of emotional and strategic support. Surrounding yourself with people who have already reached where you want to be or who are on the path is more than a motivational tactic. It's an essential part of the manifestation process. By creating an environment filled with possibilities, inspiration, and mutual support, you not only increase your chances of success but also enrich your journey, making it more enjoyable and meaningful. Remember, you are the sum of the influences around you. Choose them wisely to align yourself with the reality you wish to create. As we conclude our journey in understanding why the law of attraction may seem not to work for some, it's essential to recognize that the manifestation of our desires is a multifaceted process, inherently linked not only to what we think, but also to what we feel and, most crucially, to what we do. The law of attraction is not a magic wand, but a principle that, when understood and applied consciously, can open doors to a life full of accomplishments. From my perspective, I firmly believe that the law of attraction is a powerful tool for shaping our reality. However, its true power is unlocked only when combined with intentional action and a positive mindset. The hardest part is silencing the voices of doubt, but with time and daily training, it becomes easier. Moreover, surrounding yourself with people who want or have already achieved what you desire shows that it is possible and that there is a path. This concept of a mastermind is heavily addressed in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. The mastermind can be used for any area of life, not just for money. For example, if I want to climb Mount Everest, I can connect with people who also want to climb Everest, and with people who have already climbed it to get tips and motivation. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and leave your like if this video offered new perspectives or reignited your faith in the ability to shape your own reality. And now, don't miss the next video that is popping up on the screen. We will continue to explore ideas and practices that can transform not only how you see the world, but also how you see yourself within it. Until next time.